Namaskar, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this special broadcast on Times Now. I am Swati Joshi and along with me are my colleagues Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan and Athar Khan. As 5 states go to polls in the next few weeks, the big question is who has the advantage? Times Now will try and decipher the mood on ground with the help of the CNX survey. We begin the series with Chhattisgarh. The state has 90 seats. The polls will happen in 2 phases. 12th and 20th of November. And the counting date, as you all know, is December 11th.
Well, yes, and certainly, of course, Chhattisgarh, not only will this be important or will a survey focus on the regional politics of Chhattisgarh, but also what importance does this have for the larger national picture? We'll be bringing you details, numbers, we'll be breaking all of that down. But first, a look at how we've actually gone about this entire survey, Swati.
Well, absolutely. And for that, we are joined by cephalologist Bhavesh Jha. Let's go across to him. Bhavesh, good evening to you and thank you for joining us. First up, Bhavesh, if you can explain to our viewers the methodology that was adopted for this survey. So, opinion survey के लिए आपने क्या methodology adopt की थी, क्या तरीका अपनाया था?
Okay, so first we'll talk about the methodology which we have adopted. There are 3 things which we need to focus on this. First, जैसे हमने असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज कैसे सेलेक्ट किया, पोलिंग स्टेशन कैसे सेलेक्ट किया और देन लास्ट हमने वहाँ के वोटर्स को कैसे सेलेक्ट किया इस पूरे सर्वे को करने के लिए. एज वी हैव मेंशन्ड इन आवर रिपोर्ट दैट वो टोटल 3600 सैंपल लिए गए थे, जिसमें 30 असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज लिए गए थे. 30 असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज लेने के लिए हमने एक एक्सक्लूसिव फार्मूला जो CNX यूज़ करती है पिछले 4-5 साल से, उसको यूज़ करें विच इज़ कॉल्ड सुपर 30. इस फॉर्मूला में हम क्या करते हैं, जो 2 मेन पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज़ होते हैं उस स्टेट के, उसके जो विनिंग सीट होते हैं जो लास्ट असेंबली इलेक्शन में, उसको सर्वे करते हैं एंड इस तरह हम वहाँ के असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी को सेलेक्ट करते हैं. फिर आती है बात पोलिंग स्टेशन. एक असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में जो रैंडमली सेलेक्ट किया गया वहाँ पे हम लोग 10 पोलिंग स्टेशन को सर्वे करते हैं. उस 10 पोलिंग स्टेशन में जो एक पर्टिकुलर पोलिंग स्टेशन होता है वहाँ पे सैंपल लेने के लिए हम एक फार्मूला यूज़ करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, यदि वहाँ पे 1200 टोटल वोटर्स है तो उसको हम लोग डिवाइड करते हैं 12 से, देन जो हमारा सैम्पलिंग कॉन्स्टेंट आता है वो 100 आता है. सपोज हमने 89 नंबर वोटर्स को वहाँ पे इंटरव्यू किया, देन आज सेकेंड जो इंटरव्यू होगा जिसके साथ होगा उसका नंबर होगा 189, देन 289. इस तरह हमें लगभग 12 जो इंटरव्यू करने होते हैं उस पोलिंग स्टेशन से होते हैं और इस तरह हमने 30 जो असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी होते हैं और वो टोटल हो जाता है हमारा 3600 इंटरव्यूज़. ये प्रोसेस हमने फॉलो किए थे इस सर्वे को करने के लिए. हाँ, इसमें एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ देखने की बात होता है कि इसमें जो सोशल बैकग्राउंड होता है उस असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी का या ओवरऑल जो स्टेट का जो सोशल बैकग्राउंड होता है, लाइक वहाँ पे एससी कितनी परसेंटेज है, एसटी कितनी परसेंट है, क्योंकि छत्तीसगढ़ में एसटी वोटर्स की बहुत बड़ी तादाद है, ओबीसी वोटर्स की बहुत बड़ी तादाद है, लगभग 41% ओबीसी है, 12% एससी है, एसटी का तादाद लगभग 31% है. तो इन चीज़ों को फोकस करना पड़ता है एंड इस तरह इसको करने के बाद एक एक्यूरेसी समझ में आती है.
Well, of course, in the state of Chhattisgarh, we are seeing a BJP government that is being challenged by Congress as well as a BSP Jogi-led alliance. Let's go across to Athar Khan and get a better perspective on the key players in the state of Chhattisgarh.
All right, thank you, Madhav. Time for some number crunching and some personality analysis here. Who are the key players? We'll put that up on the screen in just a bit here. Till that time, I will tell you, Raman Singh has dominated along with the BJP in Chhattisgarh for a long time now. He is the incumbent and the favorite to retain the state for his party. Like I said, we'll put up the graphics and the results of this pre-poll survey in just a bit. There you go, coming up on your screens right now. Who is he being challenged by? Bhupesh Baghel is a favorite. There, of course, is one name, but let's see what the question here is. Have we asked, the CNX asked the people, the voters, potential electorate about their opinion, or have they made up their mind on what happened in the last 5 years? These are the results on your screens right now. They asked, what is your opinion on the following in the last year? Corruption, has it increased? 30% says yes, it has increased. 43.11, that is the crucial figure right there. They say corruption has decreased. Has it remained the same? 18%. Can't say 8.33. So clearly 43, which is a fairly decent majority of people, think corruption has gone down. A plus in the corner for the BJP-led BJP government there as well. Let's see where inflation stays in the minds of the voters. As far as inflation is concerned, 68% of the respondents in this pre-poll survey said yes, inflation has gone up. Not a good sign, because inflation almost always, Madhav and Swati, figures in an election, especially if an incumbent is in place. 5.29% only said it has decreased. It has remained the same. Around 12.61% of people said that, and 14.10% people said cannot say. So clearly a cross in the column of Raman Singh there as well. Employment opportunity. Now this is the big one. Remember, the BJP's big pitch all over the country, really in every state, is employment. Has Raman Singh provided employment? Well, those are the figures really. We'll jump on to the next question very quickly. How would you rate Raman Singh? Because remember, he is the key protagonist here. He is a colossus in the state of Chhattisgarh. How would you rate his performance? We asked the pre-poll survey, asked those people, and these are the results. Good, 15.10%. Very good, 30.42. That's a very good number for BJP and Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Raman Singh. Average about 7.72. Poor 19.63. Very poor 17.55. Can't say 9.5. But what is interesting here, Madhav and Swati, if you combine the poor, the very poor, and can't say, that adds up to more than good. That could be a figure that could come into play. Next question, very quickly now, without taking in too much time here. Who would like to see as the next Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh? Raman Singh, the clear favourite here, miles ahead of the pack. 40.71% people say that he should be the next Chief Minister. Bhupesh Baghel is a second, not a too distant second, but 19.20%. T.S. Singh Dev, congressman, scion of the royal family there from North Chhattisgarh, 8.65% say he could be perhaps on their mind. Ajit Jogi, only 8.3. Others, which could be many other people from within parties, are 23.09%. Now, this is the big question that we need to concentrate on. Ajit Jogi, former congressman, now allied with the BSP. Whose game will Ajit Jogi spoil? 45.70%, an overwhelming majority say it will be the Congress's doom that Ajit Jogi will spell. 33% cannot say whose game he will spill. 33% say the BJP's game could be spoiled because Ajit Jogi is still, some people believe, a regional force. So my quick takeaway from these particular set of graphics that we showed you here is Ajit Jogi and his newly formed party is going to be a very, very crucial factor. His alliance with Mayawati is also going to play. Let's move on to the next, very quickly move on to the next question here. According to which government, according to you, respondents, which government performed better, the central government or the state government? The central government has the overwhelming majority, 52.10%. The state government, not too bad, 35.12%. Neither is 10.35, don't know 1.3. So overall, it looks like the state government and the central government, both, remember, of the BJP, have the support. According to the CNX pre-poll survey, they should be perhaps comfortably placed. But remember, Madhav and Swati, Chhattisgarh is another state where the chief minister has been incumbent for more than 2 terms. These are pre-poll survey numbers. They cannot, of course, be complete answers here, but it gives us an indication, Madhav and Swati, where the winds might be blowing.
Well, absolutely. And before we, in fact, reveal the numbers, before we tell you what the mood is in Chhattisgarh, we've given you a sense of what people there are thinking, through these questions, Madhav.
Well, absolutely. In fact, we have a guest joining us. These questions very clearly, of course, indicate the mood of the people in Chhattisgarh. The numbers will specifically, of course, tell us what to expect. But request all our guests, Ashutosh Mishra, Anurag Budaria, Mr. Rajgopal, as well as Shazia Ilmi, to stay with us. We'll slip into a very quick break. But the numbers coming up on the other side.
Welcome back. You're watching Times Now, and this is the pre-poll survey for Chhattisgarh. Remember, Chhattisgarh also going to the polls. Current BJP government there. Let's look at some more numbers provided to us by CNX. This is the party-wise seat prediction. Look at the difference from 2013 right here. There you go, right there to the seats projected. 2013 seat results, 49 for the BJP. Seat projection for 2018 is 50. That's a +1. Not too much if you look at seats, but we'll get to vote shares and then it'll start to make sense. Congress party, in 2013, they got 39 seats. Not too many. They're losing about 9 because the 2018 prediction here, I beg your pardon, pre-poll survey says Congress will only get 30 plus or minus 5 seats. There's a margin of error there, plus or minus. BSP and Ajit Jogi's party. Again, we told you this could play the spoiler for the Congress party. The question really here is, if they're losing 5 seats, are they losing it because of Ajit Jogi and Mayawati? What they get is a plus 8 seat because they got only one. Ajit Jogi himself got 1 seat. Now there's a full party and the BSP's might behind it. They benefit here because they get 8 more seats and they go up to 9. Others could be independents or whatever, get 1. So clearly that is good news for the BJP. Not too many seats in addition, but 1 seat. Now this will start to make sense because we'll fire up the next graphic now, which is vote share percentages. We'll compare it, of course, to the last election, 2013. Which political party will you vote for in the coming assembly elections? We'll look at party-wise. We'll look at first 2013 vote share, 41.04 for the BJP. They had a comfortable majority. What does the swing of votes say? Right here, plus 1.16, which gives 42.20 to the BJP. It's a swing of plus 1.6%. That is enough really to hold on to Chhattisgarh. That's number one. Congress party not looking too good here. Swing of votes minus 3%. That will also reflect in the seats. In 2013, they got 40.29. They're slipping here. They're going down to 37.21. Look at the BSP Ajit Jogi parties combined here. They're gaining big time here. A swing of 2.11% is quite decent in a state like Chhattisgarh. Remember, it's not a big state, not too many seats there. A swing of 2.11% would mean from 2.327 they go up to 6.38. That's win-win for Ajit Jogi and Mayawati. Others, of course, also losing 0.19% minus. In 2013, others, which would also include independents and other regional parties, had 14.40. This time around, according to the CNS projection here, they're 14.21. Madhav and Swati, lots to talk about there.
Well, absolutely. BJP all set to retain the state of Chhattisgarh. I want to quickly go across to all our panelists who are joining us at this point of time. Ashutosh Mishra, let me come to you very quickly. BJP seems poised to retain the state, but the big loser is the Congress, because clearly keeping allies like Mayawati would have helped the Congress in terms of its vote share in the state of Chhattisgarh. Your response?
I don't think so. I think last time also BSP had fought separately, and just to bring things
but
up
not
to
with
date,
Ajit Jogi.
even in UP there is
But she was not fighting with Ajit Jogi. That seems to have really propelled her to this 9-seat figure that we're looking at.
Ajit Jogi has always been. Ajit Jogi was kicked out of Congress. Ajit Jogi and his sons were kicked out of Congress because even when they were in Congress, they were helping BJP. That's why they were thrown out. So this Ajit Jogi BSP factor is nothing new.
Okay,
it's not something new. And in case of Mayawati, even in UP, SP is having second thoughts about tying up with her because her pro BJP stand is
that a fact?
Angering Muslims.
Is that a fact?
So
we'll ask Anurag Bhadoria about that.
The biggest thing I would like to say
we will certainly ask Anurag Bhadoria about that, but I want to go across to Mr. Rajgopal. Does this make sense, sir? Because at the end of the day, it is an SC-ST type, a Dalit-SC alliance that has been put in place on ground, and this survey seems to suggest that this experiment has worked to a limited extent. 9 seats is what is being projected according to the survey.
Yeah, but what you said is absolutely correct, Madhav. But the other thing, to take on Mr. Ashutosh Mishra, does it mean that Congress has written off Mayawati for 2019? These are all little larger questions. Come back to this Chhattisgarh. Mayawati has spoiled the chances of Congress. And second thing, for the last 15 years, Mr. Raman Singh has been the Chief Minister, and he is, according to your survey, he is getting re-elected with 51% of popularity he has. What does it reflect? Rahul Gandhi's repeated Rafale failed. राहुल गांधी could not take that Rafale in छत्तीसगढ़ ये गांव-गांव जा करके उधर Rafale चिल्लाते रहते हैं. Rahul Gandhi miserably failed as a leader of opposition, and also Congress could not take it forward.
Okay, we'll take that question across to Mr. Anurag Bhadoria also. अजीत जोगी और मायावती के साथ आने का इम्पैक्ट तो सर नंबर्स में दिखाई दे रहा है, भले आशुतोष मिश्रा इससे इनकार करे. We'll come back to that question right after a very short break. Stay with us.
Welcome back to the special broadcast. The pre-poll survey for Chhattisgarh is in. The numbers that we are telling you right now, again on your screen. This is the most important figure here. This is the party-wise seat prediction. Let's go back to the main figures here. Look, the BJP is expected to get 50, give or take, plus minus 5 seats. That is an addition of 1 from last time, that was 49. If you look at the Congress party, 30, give or take 5 seats. That is a decrease of 9 seats right here. That, of course, is not good news for the Congress party. The BSP Ajit Jogi party combined, they're gaining by 8. Remember, that was 1 in 2013. It goes up to 9 over there this year. Others get 1 and 1. Look, quick takeaways here. It is not as easy as it looks for the BJP. They're not out of the woods just yet. Why do I say that? One, because look at the margin of error here. The margin of error is plus minus 5. If you get the best case scenario for the Congress party, that would mean 35. That means 30 plus 5 is 35, which would mean it's somewhere close to 39. Haven't lost much. The worst case scenario for BJP is minus 5 from 50, that's 45. That's still too close to call. Very quickly, before I go to Swati and Madhav, I want to ask Ashutosh Mishra here. Do you believe, Mr. Ashutosh Mishra, that the X factor ultimately is going to be Mayawati and the loss of Mayawati? If the Congress party had swallowed some pride, all those votes, these 9 seats over here would be in the Congress's kitty. The Congress is losing out.
I think here, Athar, the X factor is going to be Mr. Modi, because Mr. Rajgopalan was talking about the Rafale scam, and now we can add the CBI scam to it. And once Mr. Modi lands there, there will be a stink bomb exploding there, and all the national problems, his lack of performance, whether it's education or jobs,
this number as we see, much better for the Congress party.
In terms of jobs, we are seeing that the people are unhappy. And that's where the things will start improving.
In terms of
the
employment,
mood
sir,
of the nation is changing,
in
and
terms of
we have to
employment.
accept it.
People are concerned about inflation. People are concerned about inflation, but there is a decrease as far as there's a decrease in the numbers when you talk about corruption and increase in employment. So people are happy as far as employment is concerned.
If you see the total, if you add up people who are happy and who say it's the same, you will see. And in the best, as Mr. Rajgopalan was saying, once Mr. Modi lands there, the stink bomb will explode and things will change drastically. I mean, from Har Har Modi, it's become Hi Hi Modi, and that's going to be mood of the
speak about this survey, do not go and jump around what is jumping.
Shazia, help me with that question. When Narendra Modi reaches there, Ashutosh Mishra is saying that it is going to. One second, Ashutosh Mishra, 1 minute सर, आपने इतनी देर बात कर ली, अपने को पैनलिस्ट को भी बोलने दीजिए. शाजिया इल्मी, एक बात में जरूर दम है. As far as the popularity factor is concerned, if you add up the numbers of good, very good in terms of performance of Raman Singh and poor, very poor, the difference is very, very less. और जो extra push आ रहा है कहीं ना कहीं, that is because of Modi magic.
No, I think the number of factors here. Modi magic, of course, remains. He remains the biggest brand of BJP and the tallest with the tallest stature. But as far as Raman Singh is concerned himself, notwithstanding the alliance that Mayawati makes with Ajit Jogi, with a very committed base, so to speak, of scheduled castes and tribals and backwards, you must understand one thing, that Raman Singh himself has been a very able administrator. If you look at the inroads that have been made into the Maoist bastions, if you look at railroad connectivity, if you look at sheer development and infra and railways projects, if you look at universities in the tribal areas, if you look at talking about our airport in Jagdalpur, which is in the heart of Bastar, I mean, those are huge strides and huge, I mean, a very, very big on scale of development. So that itself says a lot. He's the tallest figure in Chhattisgarh itself. And yes, let Modi ji come. And what my good friend was saying, I mean, that's his wishful thinking. That's all they can do, just wish for that. I mean, so you can keep wishing, but it will be har har everybody, and jeet ki har, for others. So I think it's very, very obvious that Chhattisgarh remains advantage BJP after so many years.
All right,
of,
we have to quickly
rule
go
and
back to
define
Athar Khan right now. Athar, there's also a number of questions that have been asked about the larger national picture, and we understand this survey has also thrown up some interesting results there. Take us through that.
Absolutely. On your screens in just a couple of seconds here, we'll put those numbers up. Do you think, the question was, do you think demonetization has completely failed to curb black money? Now, this is the figure that we need to look at right now. 40.73% say yes, it was a failure. But look at the figure right here. 58.10% say no, demonetization did curb black money. This is Chhattisgarh we're talking about. So at least in Chhattisgarh, I don't know, Madhav, about the rest of the country, 58% of these respondents feel that demonetization was the right way to go. 1% of course says, 1.17% say they don't know. So that's very close, but a majority of people think demonetization was a success. Let's also go across now and see what their opinion, the respondents' opinion on GST is. Because remember, GST again, a very nationally debated sort of an issue. What's your opinion on GST? 40% again say yes, GST was a failure. 58.10% say no, it was successful. 1.17% say we don't know. So Madhav, clearly stark, absolutely stark. Why I say stark? Because these numbers are absolutely the same as far as GST and demonetization questions are concerned. So clearly it seems like Chhattisgarh, or at least the respondents in this particular case, with the same kind of figures, have given a resounding yes to both GST as well as demonetization. I don't know about the rest of the country, Madhav and Swati, but Chhattisgarh seems to be at least behind Mr. Modi's those two decisions.
Let me take that question across to Anurag Bhadoria. Thanks for your patience, Anurag Bhadoria. But the question that we're asking you is this, that the larger national questions that this election throws up, when it comes to GST, when it comes to demonetization, while of course there have been a lot of narratives, there have been a lot of statements coming in from opposition parties, but जब लोग जो ground पे vote कर रहे हैं, उनका मानना है कि these two issues have worked.
पहले तो मैं आपको बता दूं, प्री पोल सर्वे में मुझे तो कोई यकीन नहीं है, because I have seen number of times and I have been to Chhattisgarh, I have been lot of places over there. एक जैसा आप बता रहे हो, कहीं कुछ नहीं है. अगर आप सर्वे दोबारा से करके दिखा लो, जब वोटिंग का डे होता है, वोटिंग के समय जब 10 दिन बचते हैं तो लोगों के अपने इश्यूज़ होते हैं. आपने बोला जॉब के बारे में वो लोग बहुत खुश हैं. अरे पता लगा लो, वहाँ पे जॉब के नाम पे ही गालियाँ बकने लगते हैं. गांव में हम लोग अपने वोट मांगने, अभी मैं रैली करके आया हूँ, गाँव के जैसे गाँव में घुसो वैसी नौकरी की बातें करते हैं वो. और आप जीएसटी और इनसे तो वहाँ बहुत गरीब लोग रहते हैं, वो जानते भी नहीं जीएसटी क्या होता है. वहाँ पे बहुत शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स हैं, बहुत दूर दूर में, वहाँ रोड्स भी नहीं है, उनको पता ही नहीं जीएसटी क्या है.
Just to clarify, the question on GST was asked only from businessmen. I just like to put that record on the record out there, that question on GST was specifically asked only from businessmen. So very interesting to see that result out as well, because a lot of queries and a lot of issues relation to the implementation that actually had been raised. Anurag Bhadoria.
Mr. Bhadoria also should concentrate on Mayawati's influence in Chhattisgarh, because how you are going to take it forward in Uttar Pradesh.
सर वो सब छोड़ो, मैं आपसे जो पूछ रहा हूँ उसका जवाब दो. आप बताओ वहाँ पे रिमोट एरिया का परसेंटेज कितना है? रिमोट एरिया का परसेंटेज कितना आप बताओ. अरे मैं जो पूछ रहा हूँ वो नहीं बोलोगे आप, खाली बोलोगे बस. मैं कहता हूँ रिमोट एरिया का परसेंटेज कितना है वहाँ पे? आप बता दो, मैं आपको जान जाऊँ. तो आपको रिमोट एरिया का परसेंटेज नहीं पता, मोबाइल उनके पास है नहीं, सर्वे कहां पे हुआ है, मैं वो जानना चाह रहा हूं.
Okay. Questions on the methodology that are being raised over there. Let's go right across to Athar Khan, who has some more details.
All right, let's go across to the most interesting question I've seen till now. Remember, Rafale has been the biggest weapon for the Congress party for the past 2, 3, 5, 6 months, and the National Herald does the same trick for the BJP. The question was their opinion, respondents' opinion on allegation against Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister, if his name came in Rafale deal, and Rahul Gandhi's name in National Herald case. This is very interesting, Madhav and Swati. 10.42% in the case of Mr. Modi feel he is guilty. That's a minuscule number compared to what? Compared to 50.77. They feel these are all baseless allegations. 80.63% feel this is propaganda against Mr. Modi. 8.95 say they don't know. 50% for 77 for Rahul Gandhi. 37 say just propaganda. 12 say 1.0. So clearly both people, both individual leaders are getting the benefit of the doubt if you look at it from the respondents saying that it doesn't really matter to them. They feel this is just propaganda.
Ashutosh Mishra, so there has been a thumbs up from the people of Chhattisgarh on the issue of demonetization, on the issue of GST. GST, and they feel that this entire issue of Rafale that the opposition is highlighting is just a propaganda against the Modi government.
No, but Swati, if you look, the same survey is showing that they are worried about jobs, and as the BJP spokesperson was talking about airports and everything, there are reports from tier 3 cities where people are extremely unhappy that they don't even have basic infrastructure. Talking about airports, what will the poor tribals and people who don't have jobs do with airports? Now, we can keep talking about the Maoists. It was the Congress which started the fight against Maoists, and their whole leadership was wiped out by the Maoists. So, Ms. Elmi saying that it's just the Raman Singh government which has done everything is incorrect. And you are going to see that jobs in the end are going to matter the most.
But sir, if we are talking about just this survey, but if we are talking about just this survey, sir, if we are talking about just this survey, people are saying that employment opportunities in the state have increased.
They are not happy.
Employment opportunities have increased. You know, on that note, we have to take a very short break. Ashutosh Mishra will come back to you and all our other guests. Chote se break ke baad lord train. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Times Now's pre-poll survey on the state of Chhattisgarh. Before we went into the debate, we were discussing the role of the alliances. Remember that it is the Mayawati-Ajit Jogi alliance that is getting 9 seats, 8 seats higher from the last poll, and that loss has been suffered only and only by the Congress party. Let me go right across to Anurag Bhadoria and discuss this particular aspect. Anurag Bhadoria, before we went into the break, a short while earlier, Ashutosh Mishra was saying that the alliances really don't matter on ground, and also coming out to say that the SP and BSP are drifting apart even in the state of Uttar Pradesh. How far do you agree with Ashutosh Mishra, sir?
अब आशुतोष मिश्रा क्या कहते हैं इसके बारे में मैं क्या बोलूं, लेकिन मैं इतनी बात कहता हूं कि छत्तीसगढ़ में भी आपको अच्छा रिजल्ट मिलेगा, क्योंकि वहां पे समाजवादी पार्टी भी लड़ रही है और मैंने वहां पे फील्ड पे देखा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का बहुत पब्लिक भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वहां पे बहुत पसंद नहीं कर रही है, क्योंकि जो अभी बता रहे थे कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट बहुत मिल रहा है, वहाँ पे इन्फ्लेशन इतना हाई है, लोग रिमोट एरियाज में रहते हैं, उनको ये जो इश्यूज है, बड़े इश्यूज है, सेंटर के इश्यूज है,
लेकिन मेरी बात यही है सर, जो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी वोट अगर स्प्लिट हो जाती है एक तरफ मायावती और अजीत जोगी की तरफ और दूसरी तरफ कांग्रेस के पास, तो आपकी एंटी इनकम्बेंसी वोट अगर एक साथ एकजुट महागठबंधन के रूप में आप चुनाव लड़ते तो रिजल्ट और परिणाम कुछ और ही होते।
देखिए स्टेट का इलेक्शन अलग होता है और आप सेंटर का इलेक्शन एकदम अलग होता है। जब स्टेट का इलेक्शन लड़ रहे होते हैं तो हर पार्टी को अपना नेशनल पार्टी बनाने के लिए हर पार्टी लड़ना चाहती है, क्योंकि सारी पार्टियां चाहती है कि मेरी पार्टी नेशनल पार्टी हो।
ओके,
तो सबको अपनी नेशनल पार्टी बनने का
Mr. Rajgopal wants to respond to that. Mr. Rajgopal, I just want to throw one statistic. Sir, just one statistic I want to show you in Bilaspur.
Reply to Anurag.
Eight seats from Bilaspur is what the alliance of BSP and JCCJ is getting. Now, where is Bilaspur and why is this significant?
Because of Ajit Jogi's dominance. Ajit Jogi dominance and Mayawati combination is working very well in the one section of that southern part of Chhattisgarh, where that Bilaspur is concentrated. Therefore, Congress lost more thing, and I am very sure you have given a projection of 30 for Congress. I am sure it will not even cross 20 because Ajit Jogi is going to get more seats from that. That impression of Ajit Jogi Mayawati has tremendous electric effect in Chhattisgarh poll state.
All right, Swati, you would like to go first? I'll reserve the last question. Go ahead.
Well, I just want a response from Ashutosh Mishra on that, because Ashutosh Mishra, this clearly is denting Congress party's vote share. They're eating into your vote share. I mean, the Congress party's vote share. और इसीलिए Congress party अगर साथ होती तो शायद 39 मिल जाता as per this survey.
देखिए इसमें ऐसे है कि वी हैव टू रिमेंबर एज भदौरिया साहब वाज सेइंग दैट एवरी पार्टी इन स्टेट इलेक्शंस वांट्स टू हैव इट्स ओन आइडेंटिटी. इट्स नॉट अ केस वेयर द पार्टीज आर मर्जिंग इनटू ईच अदर. एंड लेट्स रिमेंबर कर्नाटक आल्सो, because in Karnataka when JDS and BSP were fighting separately, there was this hula hood that BJP formed the government, but in the end Congress got
Bilaspur,
more
उसका जवाब दे दीजिए. Bilaspur में why Congress is losing? In Bilaspur,
And
why
we
Congress
have to
is losing?
realize that,
Because of Ajit Jogi's
I
dominance.
only have 30 seconds now, so I want to ask Shazia Elmi for the last 30 seconds here. Raman Singh has been Chief Minister for a while, Shazia. The fact that there is no pro-incumbency for sure, it's still not out of the woods for the BJP. You're barely managing to hold on. And you need, by your own admission, Modi magic. How long can you continue that for? What happens in a post-poll scenario if your opponents decide to forget their differences and converge on one point, which is being anti-BJP? What do you do then? Because you don't have a lead that much.
You know, everything about magic is not magical. Most of it is rooted in real work. And the proof of the pudding is in eating it, and people of Chhattisgarh have seen it. So I talked about development, I talked about the food security, I talked about 6 lakh more houses that have additionally been made. I've talked about the center schemes which have actually been implemented very well by this government. I talked about huge railroad connectivity. These
Right.
are big pluses.
Okay. Well,
So
we'll have to-
nobody
जो
becomes
भी है
mag-
15 साल होने के बाद फिर सत्ता
All
में आ
right,
रहा
all
है।
right, all right.
Again it is coming to BJP, is coming back.
We'll have to wrap it with that. We're completely out of time on this debate. Shazia Ilmi, Mr. Rajgopal, Anurag Vadoria, as well as Ashutosh Mishra from Swati, Athar and me. That's a wrap. Certainly, the poll results looking good for the BJP. We'll have to see how all of this plays out on ground on the polling day.